Welcome to Preservation of One. I'm your host, Alexandria August. Mm, mm. I, it's just so much going on. Okay, so the White House spent how many millions of dollars to add on to renovate the ballroom? The government shut down. This is things that we know. The government shut down. People possibly ain't getting no food stamps next month, possibly. Some people feel like it's a test. Either way the case may be, let me see. A lot of federal employees have not got paid. Some have, but some have not. What's my opinion on it? Who's surprised? However, I will say, Mr. Jeffries, let me see if I can pull it up. I just had it. I just was looking at it. Let me see. Knowing me, I probably deleted it. I just was looking at it. Um, yeah, I deleted that. Anyway, however, Mr. Jeffries, he's on to something. That's all I got to say. Either way the case may be. You know what? How I feel about this here. Okay. So, in a lot of HOAs, right, you cannot have gardens in the front of your yard. Some of them you can't even have it in the back of your yard. If you can't, some of you can't even have a doggone laundry line, a clothing line in your backyard if you want to hang your clothes out, right? So anyway, HOAs, they were pre-planned. You see what I'm saying? Seems like everything is pre-planned. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not an expert, but that's just how I see it. It seems like everything is pre-planned. It's like everything is tested, and then everything is pre-planned. Now let me tell you where I'm going with this here. Let's see if we can get somewhere with this here. Okay, the reason why I'm talking about HOAs, do you know that in the United States, there's a large portion of people that have HOAs? I'm not gonna say the majority, but it's damn near barking up on them. Nah, no, it's not. No, it ain't. Probably about what? In America, what, maybe 35% of people have HOAs, if I'm not mistaken, or in an HOA subdivision, right? Which means that they have limited things that they can do to their home that they're going to pay for. They don't own the land. Some of them don't own the land. Hell, yeah, some of them don't own the land, but they got HOAs, right? So listen to where I'm getting at with this here. What happened there? So the HOA tell them what they can, well, tell them what they can't do with their property, but yet they're gonna pay the house off and still gonna have HOA fee, still have taxes. That's crazy. That's bananas. Anyways, long story short, what I'm saying is, so if you got an HOA, chances are, if you do have a garden, you can't have a large garden like how we probably would need. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying all of this to say, with everything that's going on, possibly no food stamps, people ain't getting paid. A lot of military people, a lot of federal people, they are going to food banks to get their food right now because they ain't got the money to get their food because they ain't got paid. And they don't know when they're going to get paid. So they got long lines, and some food pantries, they are shutting down just to feed said people, federal people, so they can go ahead and get their food for the however long the food is gonna last. You know what I'm saying? That's like telling people, hey, we're gonna give you this food. This food is for a month. But in the average household, the food is only gonna last for probably about a week or two. If it depends on your household, okay? Anyway, that's what I'm gonna say about that. So with HOAs, and if you have to break out and just start gardening and getting you some seeds and start building you a garden and this and that, that HOA ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna let you. They ain't gonna let you do it. So you're limited to buying in grocery stores. Now, another thing. Now, with that, if food keep going up, it's like it's almost like let me trick you into this. So It's like, and it's nothing. I'm not coming after people that have HOAs or nothing like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just sitting up here bringing a scenario to the table because this is some honest facts. Okay, so if you got to break out and start gardening, you ain't gonna be able to garden because you got an HOA, right? Um, if you if groceries go up high for the even in apartments, even in apartments, if you don't own your own land, if you don't own your own land, if you're not able to grow your stuff, yeah, you can do containers, but if you're not able to grow your own stuff, then we're gonna have to deal with what's in the grocery store, regardless if it's harmful or not. If you want to eat it, but truthfully, if it's harmful, you know you ain't gonna eat it. Not only that, the prices of doggone everything sitting up there, risk spending a good portion of your income to be able to eat. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is going up so god doggone high. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what I'm saying is, if we all could get together, you know what I'm saying, or if we could have certain people in our families that's just set up to where, hey, we can do a doggone community garden. You know what I'm saying? We can doggone try to sit up here and try to purchase a farm which is so damn high to where the average person or average group of people can't even afford to purchase a farm. So we can got doggone have our own got doggone cattle. So we can have our own necessity animals, shall I say, for meat lovers. You know what I'm saying? Or meat eaters, shall I say. Or whatever. And to help the ecosystem, right? So it's like we have been so conditioned, we have been so dang on conditioned to where it's like we're gonna test this here. This might work. This might not work. This might work. This might not work. But at the end of the day, when we letting small stuff slide, that's when the big stuff end up happening. You know what I'm saying? Can end up happening and just end up sliding through, and then here we are in a whole god doggone a whole monopoly of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when everybody realized that, hell, we are one and we are all the same, that the money does not dang on matter, it's like we can actually get some damn where. That's like when people, when they move, when a lot of people, when they move to the suburbs, when they move to HOAs, they feel like they made it. They feel like some of them, not all of them, some of them feel like they are so much better than other people that stay on the opposite side of the tracks, right? Or whatever, and feel like they're better than some that really have no ownership, right? And it is good to have ownership. But on the same token, you got limited shit that your ass can do just like they got limited shit they can do. Yours may not be as extensive as theirs, but you're still limited to what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Because these prices is not helping anybody. And at the end of the day, if the average person, if everyday people stop going to work, stop feeding this economy, then the whole economy is gonna lapse any dang on way. So wouldn't it make sense to take care of those, the essential people? Wouldn't it make sense to take care of everyday people that worked or have worked? Wouldn't it make sense to feed the doggone poor people? You know what I'm saying? Underprivileged people. Yeah, you can. I don't even. For me personally, I really wouldn't even say poor. I would just say fucking underprivileged, because we already know this whole rundown. You know what I'm saying? Got doggone and not being able to access or not being able to access the things that should be accessible to everybody. If it's accessible to one, the majority of the stuff that's not accessible to others should be accessible to others. You know what I'm saying? Just like when certain people get lower interest rates, you know what I'm saying, than other people. This makes underprivileged people. You know what I'm saying? Either way the case may be, we're not about to go through a whole history lesson. But what I'm saying is, it's jacked up, because if you want to sit up here and try to grow your own stuff because you cannot keep up with the economy, you're limited because of how things are set up. That's basically what I'm saying. If you want to sit up here and say, hey, look, I'ma just buy a whole cow, or I'ma buy half a cow, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just put that in these deep freezers and refrigerate and freezers and deep freezers and whatever, however you store your food or whatever the case may be, is making it damn near impossible because the prices are so god doggone high. Meanwhile, funding is getting put into making the rich rich and building already already established infrastructures that's already up to code, up to date, and everything else. Meanwhile, you got a lot of doggone rentals, apartments, and houses that are owned that needs to be updated, renovated, and whatever else. And some of them are slumlords, and some of them just really cannot afford to actually do it because everything is so god doggone high. You know what I'm saying? I remember if you had an air conditioning issue, it used to be $50, $75 to get somebody to come out and look at your air conditioner. If you had to get a plumber, it used to be what, $75 to get a plumber to come out and look at whatever the plumbing is. Now you get one of them jokers to come out. That's a couple $100 off the rip. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything is going up so high, but yet things that should make sense or should be set in place or was set in place is getting demolished. They are getting dismantled. They are getting torn apart. And that leaves us as American citizens in a rough doggone spot. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if all these corporations keep getting rich, and we ain't getting rich, and we ain't getting fair breaks, and we ain't getting none of the money, we can't support them. We got to damn hold on to what we got, truthfully. Because we ain't going to be able to support them. We ain't going to be able to afford shit. You see what I'm saying? And then, like, with this shutdown, they sitting up here talking about the dang on insurance. Make it make sense. And I've said this multiple times. If you are a CEO of an insurance company, why the fuck is you making millions of dollars a year? When half the people that got insurance can't even damn afford insurance. Hell, I got insurance and can't afford insurance. You know what I'm saying? But you making all these millions of dollars, okay? And half the people got insurance can't even afford insurance. Can't barely afford damn co-pays, okay? Now make it make sense. It's backwards. It's backwards. It's backwards. So Jeffrey said that he made valid points, and I hate that I ain't got to pull it up no more. He's saying like the shutdown is due to Republicans when the Republicans tried to make it seem like it was Democrats. However the case may be, all I know is it seemed like with that shutdown and they're talking about insurance, the reason why it's going on so long because it's not in favor of the Democrats. The Democratic in favor of the Democrats, and what I mean by that is Democrats tend to cater more to the people. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that Republicans don't either, but I will say this here. Regardless of whoever started said programs or whatever programs, who keeping those programs alive? Democrats, for the most part. That's who keeping those alive. You know what I'm saying? Certain programs. You know what I'm saying? You do away with certain insurances. You do away with housing. You do away with food stamps. You do away with a lot of programs that are put in place to help low income people. Shit, everybody is fucked. You may seem like, oh no, that's not gonna affect me. You know, I'm rich, or you know, I'm this, and that's not gonna affect me. Yes, the fuck it is. Yes, it is. It's gonna affect you. The whole neighborhood's gonna be overran, okay? Niggas gonna be sleeping on your damn lawn that you ain't never met a day in your life. They probably came 800 miles away, okay? That would be a whole that would be a whole muck, okay? People gonna be in your front of your damn backyard. Niggas gonna be knocking at your front of your back door to raise your refrigerator. Your business and everything else. So if it affects them, it affects everybody. If it affects us, it affects everybody. Okay? I'm one of them people. I don't think I'm too much. I don't think I'm better. I don't think I'm so much different from anybody else, regardless of the status. I know I'm me. That's what I know. So regardless of what I have or what I don't have, at the end of the day, these programs still affect my black ass. These programs are me. Okay? Reparations. That's me. You know what I'm saying? I would love to have reparations so I can got doggone come up. Just like everybody else that came up that stole our reparation money. You know what I'm talking about? But either way, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's never a problem until it's on your front yard. Until it's at your front door. It's never a problem. There's always laughs and giggles and shaming and everything else until it knocks at your front door. Sweep around your damn front door and let's try to figure out what the hell we can do to help better ourselves as a whole to where we ain't got to depend on certain things. Yeah, true indeed. It do start one person at a time. But guess what? We're not God. It takes a village. It takes a community to help build a community. We have God in us and we appreciate God and we love God. Yes, indeed. But it takes more than one person to make it happen. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. How I see it, how I always see it. Regardless of whatever our colors is, we need each other. We need each other. We need some stuff to help build us. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Rent so damn high. Mortgage so damn high. Interest rates so damn high. If you ain't got nobody doing the little jobs or the little work, as some people say, and they're not little jobs and little work, actually they're jobs and they're dang on work. They are needed. If you ain't got them to do the little jobs or the little work or whatever the case may be, you know this damn economy is going to skyrocket. Because ain't nobody going to be there to do it. And then talking about replacing people with robots. Guess what? Them robots got to be maintained. And that shit ain't cheap. Robots, hell, if humans malfunction, you know damn well robots malfunction. Okay? Let that go over your head if you want to. Meaning, we have error. We'll mess up. You know what I'm saying? Robots, they're going to malfunction. You're going to have to keep buying damn new robots. Or you're going to have to keep fixing it. That's like an old car. That's like a car when it get old. That car could have cost you maybe about $20,000, $30,000 when you bought it. Okay? If it's a bad car, bad car, you're going to be able to spend about that $20,000, $30,000 right back into that car, keeping that car running for the next doggone 20, 30 years. Probably less than that. You know what I'm saying? Depends on the issue because everything is so high. The parts are not high. It's the labor that's got doggone high. It's the shipping that's doggone high. Because everybody out to get money. Everybody out to make money. Everybody out to make more money than what the next person got. See what I'm saying? Either way, I am your host, Alexandria August. Don't forget to get a copy of my book, Conversation with Alexandria August. Thank you.